Hi guys, welcome to SugaRush, where not everything is sugar coated, and how my life experiences could help you.
Hi guys.
So today I have none other than me, Palesa.
My friend, say my name properly so that people who don't know it know that my name really
Oh,
exists.
Palesa. Okay. So my topic is mental health, yeah. And I think the reason I'm changing now everything. I think the reason why I chose it is because I don't see people talk about it as comfortably as they should. So I've gathered the little information that I have to share with you guys, and I have Matam over here to help you guys because she has experience as well, and she'll tell you a story. Is it a story?
Hello.
She'll tell you basically how. Yeah, she'll tell you what she chooses to tell you. She can't tell you everything. She doesn't want. If she doesn't want to tell you everything, she doesn't want to tell you everything.
And I won't.
So I'm making noise now. But anyways, yeah. So basically, what the information I collected is that your mental disorders, you can have, like, you having mental disorders would mean certain things, like you getting it because of genetics, ne? Yeah. You have to agree with me, Ben. I said that you know.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways. So it's like genetics.
Yeah.
I can't find examples of like genetically.
Anxiety sometimes is genetic and depression.
Oh, okay, yeah. You had the lady. Yes. This is blushing even. You get how you were raised as well. It can have a lot of impact. I think as well it has
in general
impact of how
a lot of things most of your life.
Yeah. And then also you have the ones where you have past experiences. I have an example for that, and I'm gonna use it again. Paranoia. I think maybe because people say I'm paranoid, and I'm not. Clearly, I'm not actually. But I saw you. It's fine. But with paranoia is that when you have past experiences with people that you've trusted, and then they've done you wrong, and then when you want to do it again, now you're like,
you doubt. Yeah.
It
makes sense.
And you also think that people have like silly motives.
Yeah, they're out to get you.
So that also goes with experience. Yeah. I sound like a teacher. I'm a G. Yeah.
She's going to kind of find out about my experience, while everyone's going to kind of find out about my experience based off of the questions she's going to ask me.
Which are like 4. But yeah, also I've always wanted to ask these questions, so why didn't you ask them? Where do you start?
My friend, what happened that day? You guys are so weird.
No, the thing is, I can't just ask.
So weird.
Thing is also, I'm asking now how you deal with the whole thing. Yeah, basically, I don't know how you deal with the whole thing, and there might be something you don't want to talk about,
Okay.
And my friend, So yeah, so I just want to know, how do you feel about like when they diagnosed you with?
So basically, I went to go see a therapist last year. Yeah, sometime last year. But yeah, and we took a test. Yeah, she made me take a test that kind of examines whether I have anxiety or not, and the results came back saying that I have mild anxiety. That basically means that I don't have chronic anxiety disorder. And it's not like my anxiety is not in the place where I need to take meds for it, but it definitely is there. It exists.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it.
Okay. So
how do I feel about it? Was that your question? Okay. I don't know. I feel like it's when you know something.
Yeah.
Like you know it exists.
Oh.
Like you've always known it exists. But I feel like putting a name on it makes it.
So you didn't feel like my life is over. I have,
No, I didn't feel like that. No, I didn't feel like that. I was just like, whoa, there's a name for it. I don't think so. Yeah.
So okay. How did you deal, like, with the whole thing?
How did I deal with it? Okay. How did I do?
Like, you have sometimes where you like forget that you have it, and then you're like, oh, I have.
I don't forget, my friend, but I do definitely, like, I don't mind it.
Oh, okay.
Like, it doesn't affect my life to that extent where, I have to, like, it has to be at the back of my head.
Yeah.
I can live my life. I feel like it was definitely worse last year than it is this year. Because last year, I don't know, it felt like it was getting worse the more we, like, moved into the year, like, go towards the end of the year. Yeah. Because school was overwhelming me. School was overwhelming me.
School is just a piece. I'm sorry.
So that kind of was a very, very, not even kind of, it was a very big trigger to my anxiety. But my anxiety was caused because I don't have planning skills. Like, I'll not realize the magnitude of what I have to do until I do it. And I'm just like, whoa, I didn't think it was this deep.
This big, yeah.
What am I going to do now? And then my brain kind of just shuts down. But it's like, you can't shut down because you need to get this thing done. And it kind of, it malfunctions.
Yeah.
It malfunctions. So that kind of snowballed into my first anxiety attack. That was scary.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask that, but yeah.
That was scary because I was actually writing my assignment and and I was like,
what is going on?
What the hell? You know?
Yeah.
So that kind of, my brain stopped. My brain stopped and it convinced my entire body that I'm gonna fail. And because I'm gonna fail, I was like, my life's falling apart. Yeah.
Because I remember the time you texted us. I think that was after you had the one. Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And then you were like, and the thing is, Palesa has this thing where she texts you and then she goes out of WhatsApp. So now you text her to come back, So that's what happened.
No.
And she's gone, like, literally. So she was like, I just had. Did you say you had your first attack?
I don't even know what I said.
So obviously everybody in the group would be like, huh?
They're here.
We're shaking.
And I'm like, relax, guys. Like, it's no big deal.
And then what I've heard about anxiety is that's the thing is with me and like the people in the house, my house. We don't talk about as much as, you know how Palesa said the first question, the first sentence was, I went to my therapist. We don't do that in my house. We don't. So what I've heard, external factors of out of the house. I'm using English that I don't understand. Outside the house, is that anxiety is really big. So when she was like, I just had my first anxiety attack, I was like, because
You did what?
like, so I couldn't. I'm a person who imagines stuff.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine. I literally couldn't imagine how it felt because of how the things I've heard. So I'm also panicking. I'm not having a panic attack. No, I'm just panicking. You know how I panic.
It's strong.
So I panicked. The fact like it's like anxiety, not because she had her first. And I'm thinking, how did everybody deal with the things inside, like Ohabo?
Yeah.
How do they deal with like calming her down?
Yeah.
How do they deal with the aftermath, like of it happening after
Yeah.
that? And like before, before it happened, how was it,
Yeah.
But then as soon as she came back and then she explained everything. Well, you didn't explain everything. I just want to know the aftermath of what happened. Like, how do they calm you down? But yeah, you're going to answer that. Is that when she came back and then she explained everything, and I was like, oh, okay. So it's not as big of a deal as I made it. I mean, it's a big deal. No, don't take me. It's a big deal. But it's not as big of a deal as I made it out to be, So when she came back and then she was like, yeah, no, guys, I'm fine. I just wanted to tell you. And then, one thing that's is that she told us. Like, when you, not even when you get excited about something, but when something happens to you and then you tell, it's like, yeah, it's like, I mean, we've been at that level, but then to actually,
And I actually didn't want to tell you guys, to be quite honest, because I just felt like the relevance. That's why I think I also was like, it's not a big deal, because it's like, okay, obviously you're not okay, but they had a panic attack, but an anxiety attack, but it's like, what are you guys gonna do with that information?
But I feel like also, if you didn't tell us and then you told us, maybe we were together and then you told us, like, why didn't you tell us?
I think that's why but I was also fearing that if this thing were to happen again when I'm with you guys, you wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, and then we don't know what's happening. Yeah. So also I want to know, how do the people in the house deal with?
Okay, so basically what happens when you have an anxiety attack is your brain kind of imagines that you're in danger. So I don't know if you know, but when you are in danger, your brain, there's the fight or flight thing that your brain tells you to do. So your brain kind of activates that. I don't know if it's a hormone or if it's a reaction, but it activates that, and you basically react with your body, but there is no danger. That's the thing about anxiety as well. Like, it convinces you that there's in danger, there's a problem.
But
there's isn't a problem. Yeah. So, my brain, no, not my brain. I stopped not breathing, but like, it was very, very hard for me to breathe. Like I was literally gasping for air. Your heart palpitates very, very fast, and you don't understand where does it come from. You start to shake, and obviously because you can't breathe, you are struggling to breathe. So what happened with me was, I was panicking because I was like, what the hell is this? Like, this thing has never happened in my entire life. So I walked out of my room and went to the dining. Initially, I wanted to go to my mom, but while I was walking, I thought to myself, what is she gonna do to help me? So I was like, no, let me just go drink water. And I went to go drink water, but before I could drink water, I had to kind of calm myself down. And I remembered that my therapist had told me a few weeks before that if you feel anxious, just hold yourself by your diaphragm and breathe in. Take deep breaths. Because apparently your brain, when you're having an anxiety attack, your brain can't concentrate on two things at the same time. It has to do one. So actively telling yourself, consciously telling yourself that breathe, it distracts it from the danger. Yeah. So I did that, and eventually I calmed down. Everybody was just like, oh my god. It's not funny, shame. I genuinely do appreciate that they cared so much. But yeah, they were just like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Are you? It also is weird because you can't, you hear them, but they sound far.
Yeah.
And it's always like that. Like when they sound.
So how many have you had?
I think I had 3 or 4.
Really? After the first one?
Yeah.
Yes. Now you know.
She doesn't know.
And you see, now I'm asking why. Why? But it's fine. I mean, now I know.
We'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah, we'll talk. Sure.
But so it's always like that. But yeah, that's how they dealt with it. The people around you usually just need to like calm you down. I personally don't like being asked what's wrong, because I don't know, I just feel like it's patronizing. You can see that I can't breathe,
and then you're
asking me what's wrong. I feel the best thing you can do for somebody who's having an anxiety attack is to kind of remind them, just keep saying breathe, breathe, take or make them count. Make them
So it
acknowledge
distracts.
their surroundings.
Yeah,
because
okay.
that helps. That's practical instead of asking me what's wrong.
I think also if you were to have one with me, yo,
I'm so dead.
because I'm one person, as she said, I panic. Yeah. I panic.
Folks.
Yeah. So when she's having an anxiety attack, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Firstly,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. So this is 13 minutes. I don't know what to do. So me myself, I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna firstly I'm gonna ask, but then when I see it, I'm gonna be like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. And then I panic instead of me helping her. I'm panicking like, okay, what do I do?
I think also that's one of the reasons why I feel it's important for people to understand that there are things that come with mental health. I think they need to be conscious of those things.
Yeah, especially with you don't know what a person has or is going through. So you
and then it triggers something or they react a certain way and you think they're acting out when they really just can't control it.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But now I know. So when I hope not. I hope that she doesn't have it with me because
I'm gonna die. Moral of the story. I'm gonna die.
But and after she dies, automatically, it's sad. It's sad.
My friend, I'm gonna die in your hands.
I will die together like Romeo and Juliet. But this won't be funny. No, it won't be.
Romeo and Juliet wasn't.
But I remembered what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that it's different, like with the especially with the ones I said, how you grow up as well. Yeah. She has. You see how she said she went to a therapist. Me, I won't say that because I didn't go, and that's how it is. Like there are different families, and like I think with Black people, it's not taboo, but
it is taboo, my friend.
Because you can't talk about mental health with.
You can't. But I'm talking into.
Like, what do you? Right.
You
have your own room. Exactly.
Over your head. When I that other people don't have. So why are you sad?
Why are you depressed?
Why are you sad?
When I heard that she goes to a therapist, I was like, your mom literally is like top 2 and not 2 because you know. And I asked myself that my mom wouldn't. Being Black sometimes it becomes like it's because you like hiding one, she'll deal with it. She just deal with it as she goes up. And
that thing.
And you don't know how the depth of how it has affected the child. So
and the sad thing also is they will only realize the depth of it when they're older.
And then you'll be like, why didn't you say anything?
Exactly.
And then the thing is, that time she was a child. There's nothing she can say. Mama, I need a therapist. How old are you to know that you need to talk to a therapist?
What is therapy?
You see.
Yeah.
So, and when you're old and then you realize, you don't even see that it's because of your past experience.
Yeah.
That you have certain...
Which is so sad. Which is so sad. Because I feel like there are so many things that people can avoid if they took care of their children or they taught their kids how to take care of themselves and to acknowledge kids' feelings. Yo, Oaks, acknowledge your kids. Acknowledge your babies.
So nice. So I'm not saying that people should do this and I actually know I'm saying it, but I'm just saying that I'm not telling people how to live. If you don't want to take your child to therapy, it's fine. Maybe you know how to deal with things in the house, but I mean it's professional help.
And they know what they're doing, like they qualify.
Yeah.
I just feel like personally I'd advise it for everyone because whether you think you're grand or not, you still have some things that affect you. Like there are things that you have experienced in your life that could be, inverted commas, toxic.
Yeah. And also I was reading where it said, like I was reading the types of and how many there are, like the disorders, And I was like, there's a disorder for each and every person in the world. Because there's so many, you don't even think of the ones that are there. Because me, I know there's anxiety, there's depression, there's bipolar. Is it bipolar disorder? There's narcissistic, there's OCD, there's borderline, there's avoidant,
PTSD.
You see, and then the list goes on, and it, like, literally they put it in forms, like they put it in categories where, like, they put it in different categories where you know that if you're looking for a dramatic what you call that thing, I know with OCD it's lifestyle, because that's how, when you live and then you want everything to be in the way, like in detail, you know, like perfectionism and stuff like that. And I know with narcissistic it goes with like dramatic and I think it's self-awareness. Yeah. So you don't know until you read, or you don't know until you actually go to the you see. And I think also people are avoidant of that they need to read and educate themselves about these things, and the next time it happens that a person is in the situation, they don't be like, she's dramatic, because they don't know if maybe one or two.
I think my friend and I also were putting a lot of slack, not putting a lot of slack, but I do feel like black people are getting a lot of slack, because if you think about it, talking about mental health is a now thing. It's very contemporary. But they didn't have that kind of information. They didn't have this kind of conversations. So it's very easy for us to be like, educate yourself, because we have the resources to educate ourselves. And we are consciously making the decision to educate ourselves. They didn't have that. Also, some people don't even know where to look.
Some people don't even know that they're disorders. Because I remember there was a time where they announced the death of someone on TV, and they were like, because they have depression. And then I don't remember who was like, I don't understand, because they have money, they have fame, they have, and then
I think it was that Annal's story, aka his fiance.
It was a long time ago, I think. But then it was the person was famous. I think it was a lady. And then I thought to myself, and I was like, how do you Pela, you don't know what this person is going to do. As much as they might have money, money doesn't buy you happiness. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it doesn't buy you certain stuff in life, you know.
It doesn't grant you happiness.
It doesn't. So you don't know what the person was going through. So as much as they have money, as much as they have the cars, they have the lifestyle, but mentally, if mentally you're not okay,
everything else. Also, it's so easy to make things look so moy on the internet, on social media, like, because the lifestyle is so exhausting, because you have people always expecting automatically there's a standard that you've put for yourself. That's hard to maintain. Now also, people on top of that who have opinions know things like that about you. It's a lot. Like, it's really, really it's a lot.
So when somebody comes and be like, I have depression, don't be like, how most of you have what it doesn't. I don't really think it matters of what you have. It's really, because it's only, I think it's what you need, you know. So
also, your brain can literally convince you of so many things. Like, you can only when I'm sorry to see, so I can know that the sky is blue. We can see that the sky is blue, but your brain will literally convince you that no, but it's green. Are you sure that it's not green? Check again.
And then you'll check.
You'll check. You will really, really check. So your brain, weird organ, that one. So it's very easy for it to kind of turn on you.
I also I read somewhere, literally, when I read this, some people say it with so much anger, because I feel like maybe it's because there are people who do this stuff. Like, there are people who study psychology. There are people who take their time to study this thing. And when I read this, it has so much anger, because they were like, do not self-diagnose yourself with these things, because you might self-diagnose yourself wrong. You might be wrong.
I'm so scared of self-diagnosis, my friend.
Because you self-diagnosing yourself with depression, but you don't know that it's anxiety. You don't know that is you are being sad, nje. But you can literally just say I'm depressed, but then you're just going through a phase of you being sad.
Yeah, it's not necessarily depression.
And I've also seen with me as well is that I've had encounters where I was sad, and after reading that thing, I was like, I'm not depressed. I'm not gonna do that to myself, because you might diagnose yourself. You might diagnose yourself, and then wrong, and then you go looking for the treatment, and you're getting the wrong treatment.
Also, thing is, I forgot what this it's not an illness, but like this ability is called. Your brain has this ability to, like I said, convince you. Like you can read something on the internet,
and then be convinced that you have it.
Like, yeah, oh, she symptoms that depression.
And then
and how you realize, oh my gosh, I've had this. No, but I've also had this. So because I've had this, then now I have this. So it don't do that.
With also convincing, I remember we had flu in the house last year. We had flu in the house, and reading the symptoms of, we thought we had corona.
I remember that.
Literally.
I remember that.
But you see how she says that your literally your brain can just like be like, you have this.
That. Yeah.
So also, if you need to diagnose yourself, don't diagnose yourself. I mean,
yeah. Also, some schools and some universities, they offer a psychologist or social worker for therapy. You can go to that, or you could search on Google like how you can get help, because there are there's so many websites that will give you hotlines as well, where you can call and find out where you can go. Some are free and some are very not cheap, but they're quite reasonable.
Costly. That's how we say
reasonable.
I'm joking.
Reasonable.
And I remember years of our high school. There was one.
Yeah,
I remember there was one, and then literally she also wore like these. I remember her so well, but it doesn't matter.
I don't remember.
Really, she used to wear these nice dresses. Even though we even thought it was a new teacher.
Really?
It was not a social worker. I think a clinical psychologist. Yeah.
It's what that they stopped doing that.
I think because also there's only one student who went there, and other than that, I don't think people would. I think also it could have been a choice, that we go there. Especially like when people have like a school nurse, you go to, if you don't feel okay, you go to a school nurse and like that. I feel like it should have been there, But then that was that, and it happened that time. And then after a while, we didn't see her. I don't even think she lasted a year, did she?
I don't remember her. I just know that she existed.
But some schools have.
Yeah, some schools. I know with varsity as well. Like some universities.
Yeah.
Private institutions. They
have.
offer.
And I also if you feel like you don't have the enough money to go to a private psychologist, you can always go to government psychologists.
Yeah.
I think also if you go to, I know when you go to a government hospital and they refer you to a psychologist, they refer you to a psychologist inside the hospital.
Oh.
So there are one inside the hospital. But yeah, that's the government where it's paid by the government. Then you don't have to pay a cent. So you go and you get help.
Why are you fighting? Why are you fighting?
Yeah. So we've come to the end of our video, as long as it was. And I'm happy to have had Madame.
Oaks, I'm coming back.
Obviously.
Oaks, I'm coming back. Familiarize yourself.
Yeah, also please subscribe.
My friend said subscribe. Please subscribe. Please, we're gonna make it a bagger. We're gonna go to 10, then we're gonna go to 50, then we're gonna go to 100, then we're gonna go to 150, and the list will go on.
Yes.
Yes. Period. So do the damn thing. Please.
I like the hype, honestly. Please. I'm in love.
Please.
So
it's free, Oaks. You don't pay.
I didn't know it was free to subscribe on YouTube. Guys, it's free. Honestly, I'm telling you,
It's free.
personally, me.
You don't have to pay anything.
Just subscribe.
And like and comment. Oh my gosh.
And if you want notifications, just press that.
Bell,
Yeah. And then you'll get notifications. But yeah, subscribe, like, and share, comment, do everything you want. Honestly, I'd like to hear your read your comments and like see how you feel about mental issues, mental health, and stuff like that. I will try. Hey, I'm dreaming big. I will try to reply to So yeah, I hope you like this one because there's many to come and many of nice faces.
Oh my gosh, you're such pretty friends, guys. Yo.
Literally, no, like I'm a need like through Bob. Like I'm for real now, that.
So please stay tuned. If you are a conversationalist and love learning new things, I definitely do feel like this is the channel for you. Okay, thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that she was here. Hi guys.
Get on her, see if she needs the Jesus, cause she can't cram her intro. Get her!
Hi guys, welcome to SugaRush, where everything is. I'm looking at myself though, sorry. Hi guys, welcome to SugaRush, where not everything is sugar coated.
Oh my gosh.
Hi guys, welcome to SugaRush, where everything is
Not sugar coated.
where everything Hi guys, welcome to SugaRush, where not everything is sugar coated. Okay, so hi guys, welcome to SugaRush, where not everything is sugar coated.